Our recovery is not linear. We're taught that this is how things should go. But with ME/CFS, you find that baseline and you might go a little bit and then you're down and then you're up and then it can be frustrating because you think you're doing better and then it's like, oh no, just kidding. And then you come back up. But in doing those little and retraining your brain and thinking, okay, this is where I am now. I may not always be here, but this is where I am now, and I'm going to accept that this is where I am now. And for me, during that time, and I know that you say the program is different, but for me, it constantly had to be like my own scientist, my own healer, and think, okay, what was it that I did that may have triggered this? And I know I'm getting off a little bit, but as far as tips goes and what helped me, I was in the program when Rhea was in the program, and she shared about there are different ways we use our energy.
Yes.
And at least 7 different.
Emotionally, physically, socially.
Yeah. You need energy in order to sleep. You need energy in order to digest food, and physically and mentally, if you're going to do anything. And so for me, figuring out, okay, what do I need today or tomorrow? Am I going to have tea with a friend or anything? And making sure that I don't overextend my walking that day, or don't overextend trying to read. Like, again, I couldn't even read for 2 years. I couldn't do puzzles forever. But what is it that I'm going to use my energy for? Yes, I want to be able to digest food. That's important. So I'm going to save some energy to do that. And yes, I want to sleep. So I'm going to make sure that I save some energy to sleep tonight. Darn it. That's something that was really helpful. And I wouldn't have even known about that had it not been for your program. I wouldn't even thought of it that way.
Well, the other thing that I'm thinking about, most people who aren't getting help, or at least the right help, what's happening is they're very much having this up and down experience. Up, down, up, down. And no matter where you're at, if you're a 1 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10, that's usually what's going on. You go up, you go down, you go up, you go down. But what the program actually does and teaches you is how to get your baseline initially, is exactly what Kristi just said. But then you have an improvement. And rather than go down again, we level out. And then we go up again. And then we maintain.
That's so cool.
And then we go up again and we maintain. It's exactly like trekking a mountain, probably.
Yeah, no, it is. And I've used that analogy so many times just because I do climb mountains. We don't always know why we're going through what we're going through. But if we have faith and hope, then there's life. And I use the analogy that it's really difficult to climb a peak. You go through brambles, you go through creeks and up quite a way. Sometimes you slide down as you're going up, and you don't understand why until you get to the top. And once you're at the top, you can see clearly why you had to go a certain way and why you had to re-step and go a different route. And in the midst of trying to climb that mountain, it's frustrating, at times. Yeah, sure, enjoy the journey. Yeah, you try and you do enjoy that journey, but sometimes it's very hard. But once you're at the top, whatever that goal is, then you can obviously celebrate. But I feel like it's when you're in the valley, so to say, that your fruit is grown, when you figure some things out that will help you later on in life.